Blessings, everyone. Welcome to February 2025. Did January go quick for you? It went so fast for me. We are in such an accelerated rate now. It's so wild, but I love it. um, okay, everybody, let me fix this. I want to give you some little bit of information on the energies of February, and then we're going to do some activations for you that are going to include activations for anything suppressed and dormant. Remember, this is for collective. This isn't a personal soul session, so it's going to be wherever the collective is right now. Also some healing activations, and we'll see what else comes forward with this. Um, so one of the biggest things for the month of February is creation. I keep getting taken like into otherworldly places and spaces, and when I'm there, I just begin this creation mode and new things are coming in. And when these things come in, what I want to give you with this is allow yourself to feel it when it comes in, because spirit, or your higher self will drop these ideas in through that divine mind. Drop it into that divine heart and feel if this is something, if it excites you, it's something, that you would choose to do or maybe to go. It's real important to also feel it. Okay, the guides just said because it's a creation of frequency. So feel the frequency. So that's what they're basically saying. The frequency and the expansion of the heart, the feelings that you get through your whole body, your your emotions down in that sacral. If you feel like woo, or you feel like dancing, that's great. But if you, for whatever reason, get that feeling of squeezing in the gut or uneasiness there, it's not for you to start right now. But you can always write it down. Write it down in your journal and keep it for later. Ko uta mana yananaki. Marianaki. So I should also say, for those of you that are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Keleena. I'm a light language DNA key code master activator. I'm a multidimensional quantum energy healer, and I am a divine human crystalline high frequency shapeshifter. And those are actually the good ones. We're the very high frequency ones, the ones that are divine. We're not the wacky ones. And you will see that on my Instagram and some of my other pictures I'm working on. My book that have the photos of me when I shapeshift into other aspects of myself, that people take the photos and film it. I don't do it. So I'm also psychic and a visionary and the mystic and the artist, and so I've been awake my whole life, and I'm also a walk-in because I had a walk-in experience that changed my entire life, where basically everything got wiped clean and I stepped into my full purpose and mission here for humanity. So yeah, you never know what life's going to throw at you and what you chose. I have my notes here from my meditations, but I'm not going to go over everything. Another big thing for this month and the next month is holding your frequency. I've talked about that in November, December. I said that. Also, the 2025 video is out. It is in my lives. I went live with that. If you didn't see it, you got to go in there and click the lives on my channel, and it's over 2 hours of information for 2025. It has light codes in there, it has light language, it has sacred geometries for those of you that are grid workers to use. There's all kinds of information in there. So make sure you watch it. I know some of you are waiting for a video. I needed to do it live, and it's explained in there. So for those of you that are not getting the updates if I'm live or if a new video comes up, unsubscribe and then resubscribe. Click that little bell, and when it brings up that menu, you have to click the all, otherwise you're not getting anything. Okay? And someone said on my actual live that if you don't keep doing that every 6 months, the algorithm on their own, YT took it in their own hands to like stop sending you stuff. I'm like, oh, that's nice of them, not. So, okay, it is an 11 month, which is a month of higher spirituality and new beginnings. There's a lot that is going to be going on. I am receiving that fast forward motion. I know in the astrology there's a lot of planets that are, there are planets that are going to be going direct. There's a lot of shifting. A lot of you know that I work with the planets and the constellations. Venus is really, I talked about that in the 2025 video. I've been talking about her for years. I'm very Venusian. That's one of the planets I go back and forth to a lot. But she's really coming in to assist with the proper alignment of the heart, expanding the heart, but also everything that Venus is known for, that goddess is known for. Remember, there's always that positive creation with every archetype, and there can be a negative too. So, but for me, it feels very good. So some of you might be actually changing relationships, because she does also show you if it's kind of not right for you. So that will be happening for some. Some will be starting new relationships. But remember, Venus is going to be going into retrograde soon. So when she does, one of the things that we know is you don't start a relationship in Venus retro. Just don't do it. Okay. The other message I had when I was meditating is some people are going to be receiving miracles. How wonderful is that? That's amazing. So allow yourself to line up. Choices are going to be presented for everybody. Different choices for... My guys just said different strokes for different folks. Choices are going to be presented in many different ways for you, again, to align and feel within yourself what is right for you. There's also going to be synchronicities, little breadcrumbs for you to follow. Follow those synchronicities and see what it's bringing you. I've been having that going on for me for months. It's something that it's private, but I'm just like, what is all these synchronicities? So you have to follow them. It's part of your blueprint and your divine will, which is also God's divine will, because you created that blueprint together. So many times we are unconscious to the things that we set up for us for when we're here. And when you get the synchronicities, start to follow them, because it brings things together that are meant to come together for whatever reason. There's a purpose behind it, so don't run away from it. Can't believe I just said that. Okay. A shift in dynamics or patterns that create new senses of truth within the self. Truth bombs. So that I wrote down word for word from the guides. A shift in dynamics or patterns that create the new sense of truth within the self. So you're going to be shifting out of old programs, old patterns, old beliefs about yourself, which is really good. And you know what? I believe that has to do with the new nodes, because I touched a little bit on them in the 2025 video, but Virgo is that perfectionist. On that, there's a shadow side to that perfectionist that um, can make you feel within yourself like you're not good enough, you're not right, I can't do this because, and you're questioning yourself all the time. So see if any of that comes up for you, and if it is, look at how you can shift that for yourself, knowing that you are good enough. You came here to help Gaia, so of course you're good enough. You're supposed to be here. And the only thing that takes us into that reality of not good enough is the program that I call the false identity ego that's created outside the self. And it's created from the time you're a child growing up. It's also some of it connected to in the womb. Okay, so truth bombs. I just posted a poem on Instagram, and I think it's on Facebook. Yeah, and it's on my community thing here. They actually changed the community. It used to say community, and now it says posts. So it's on there, and I channeled that from Sophia just 2 days ago. It's a truth bomb poem. They're full of light codes, so make sure you read those, because all of a sudden you go zzz in your it's these are to activate you at the cell level. So when you read these things, you're getting these light codes that are coming through from this poetry. And of course, I'm the Pisces, so the poet, all that stuff. I've got hundreds of poems, and lots of people have asked me to put a book together. I have that project, but I need someone to literally like put them in the book for me. I just don't have the time because I have so many projects going on. I keep seeing the waters are continuing, the flooding is continuing. Again, I had that 20-year countdown that ended, so that was the 20 years that were ending the way we knew Earth, because the how we knew Earth to be and how you knew yourself to be, that is changing. And the water is going to continue, the flooding. I saw that that vision is in another video. Watch it. It's very eye-opening after the 20 years that I was going, what is this about? It's boom, here it is. Fires are going to continue. Again, 2 days before I did that 2025 video, I burnt my hand, the whole all the way down, and all the tips of all my fingers, and I realized that it's an L. 2 days later, the LA fire started. But I see more fires. I still see, I talked about this 3 years ago. I will always keep saying that because some of you are new. But on one of my videos, I talked about how I see these volcanoes coming up in the ocean, under the ocean. They're creating new land. Um, I already see them like they're like bubbling or whatever you want to call it. I don't know if any have actually erupted yet. I don't know any of that. But remember, Gaia is constantly clearing herself in places all over the earth to be able to have, she's purifying basically. And as you're purifying yourself, she's purifying. Remember, I teach all the time that when you're shifting within yourself, it's shifting outside of you. So of course everything is going to change because everything is a reflection. So this month, and I've been going through this already, we're moving into a deeper reflective reality right now. It could be to remove, for some of you, to see karmic situations that you need to heal and or transcend. I'm going to say transcend, transform. And for others, that reflection will bring people together in a mutual understanding and a deeper relationship, not only within the relationship with the people, but within the self, knowing thyself, if that makes sense. So that is happening. A lot of times I do start things months before like the cycle actually starts, but this is the month I'm really seeing it. So if you start seeing the reflection of yourself and others even more. And that can be family members, co-workers, children, your partners. It doesn't matter. Maybe you just go to a grocery store and there's a reflection in the person that's checking you out. And I don't mean like checking you out like you're hot. That's just how funny that just came in. I mean like checking you out at the register. um, so look at that reflection. Look at it really deeply. Did it affect you in a positive way, or did it affect you in a way that you're like, oh, I don't like that? Because it is the reflection of yourself coming right back at you. So take that look deeply and see what you can do to transcend that, how you can change that about yourself. This is part of that process of ascension that I teach on my Patreon, that I do in the sessions. It's such a simple process, but the human ego gets in the way. Because the human ego is always saying, oh, that's not me. I didn't do that. That was that person. No, we have to really come into that alignment and be humble enough to say, oh, that was me. So I keep seeing mirrors, 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 mirrors. The reflection stuff that I'm having right now is so deep and beautiful. Um, it's 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 amazing. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Okay, abundance shifting. I keep getting abundance shifting. Don't get trapped in the greed. Part of that poem that Sophia brought through is about some of that, but I see abundance shift again. I have seen for a couple years money is changing, abundance is changing, and when that happens, I've talked about this in my Patreon. When that happens, what's going to happen? It pulls away that control from the people that have been controlling you, this planet, for a long time. So here we go. How are you going to create your abundance in a way that's going to allow you freedom? And there are some of you out there that are the creators of these new ways of how abundance is going to be utilized. We have so many apps, we have so many things going on. You've got the Bitcoins and all of this stuff. People are buying gold like crazy. If you can afford it, get silver or whatever. But it's changing. And, you know, eventually it's going to be quite positive, is what I'm saying. It's not going to be, you can't be controlled by it anymore. I see more banks will be closing because of it. And can you imagine? I just saw this in my vision. If those big ones that are controls, if everyone took their money out of there and stuck it in a small little bank that doesn't have anything to do with that, can you imagine that? What would happen? Okay, I keep getting the temperance card for February, but I feel like that's going into March too, because remember what I said in 2025 videos that these first 3 months, we really need to stay aligned in our heart. You always need to be in your heart, but really coming into balance and into harmony with the true self, aligned with who you truly are, why you're here, maybe even your service is coming to be known. But patience and being in stillness is really going to continue to be important between this month and the end of next month, at the beginning of April, because that's when I see the light starting to shine brighter and flowing into April. That's what I'm seeing. So be patient with yourself, be patient with others, stay balanced, be in your heart, meditate, whatever you can do, be out in nature, whatever takes you into a space and place where you are feeling calm and peaceful within yourself. Okay, I have a lot of energy. I keep trying to ground. I've been going into these, this is another thing I want to share. I keep going into this otherworldly, like some people are maybe getting spacey, some people are like flying. We've got a lot going on with the planets moving. I tend to go into boom, other worlds, and I have to come back into that physical existence, and I have to ground. So make sure you are grounding yourself as much as you can, either just by saying I am grounded and focusing on the lower back like I teach, or by getting out in nature and really being on Mother Gaia. Exercising grounds people, dancing grounds people. Do the things that help you ground, and it's definitely going to be very important this month, next month, and I believe April as well. I'm not sure going forward because I'm not really seeing that, but when that light shifts, something's going to take off. I'm also getting this acceleration that is happening. Is also, I'm seeing like quantum leap year, quantum jumping that's going to be coming. And I don't know if that's going to be at the end of March as well, because they're not giving me dates, but I really feel like something's coming. There is, okay, I feel you. Yes, they're putting an energy on me of people feeling a little edgy at times through this month, like a feeling of disruption, possibly, but they're feeling it within themselves. And what I want to say with that and what they're showing me is because things outside of you that are changing, you have no control over. If you're trying to control something outside of you that's happening on the planet and you cannot because you're not supposed to, the control within yourself is getting tense. So when that's getting tense, it's telling you you need to relax, you need to be in peace, you need to release that, what I call the want to control the outcome of things, and allow yourself to transcend these things, to align with all that you truly are at a deeper level. And again, the cosmic self is coming online for those of you that are ready for it. That's happening this year. Some of you have already had some of that stuff happening. It's going to get deeper because I believe with all of those, that push into, and I didn't know this was coming planetarily, but I saw some of the astrology things where all these planets are going into Pisces, and I really feel like that's a big part of it. I talked about that on, well, of course, I've talked about it a while, but I talked about it on Emilio's podcast too, where the cosmic self is coming online. If that has not happened for you, I am completely multidimensional. That's why I do the shape-shifting, high frequency shape-shifting, and you see it in the folders and in the photos and stuff. But remember that there's not a lot of people from what my team has said that are here that can do that just yet. They're very few. That's where you're going. That's where everyone is going, because you're becoming more light. So for a lot of you, you have your light bodies already turned on, but even if they're turned on, you're going to continue to go through this process to expand that, to get to the point where you're living in that moment every single day. You're allowing what's coming to you to happen, to bring forth messages, to show you what you're here to do in that moment, and flowing with it. And when you do that, it continues to expand every part of your being, from the internal to the external. And that which you become, even that which where you are at, you're always attracting that. Okay, so if you keep continuing to expand and you're becoming more light, and you're finding more people that are more like you, it's because you're attracting that which you are, and that's beautiful. So this I see also happening. It's beginning to happen. It's going to happen through this whole year. for everyone that is focusing on their transformation. So allow it to happen, and don't, if you try to stop things, again, you're going to create obstacles and challenges for yourself. So allow that to flow in ease and in grace. Okay. Manifesting abilities, fertility, creation, inspire, and motivation. Those were words that came through from my guides. So I also got 3 cards of passion. So follow your passion. Follow your passion, because many times it leads to your purpose. I think I did a post on that years ago with a little, I'll have to find that picture and post it again because it's so true. Like, look at what you loved to do when you were a child. The thing, I always say this, the thing that took you out of this life and took you into the other worlds, and everything that you were doing in that moment made everything else disappear, and it was only you and that thing you were doing. Follow that, tune into that, and see, how does that feel for you? Okay. I'm getting information about if something's too good to be true, like if you're getting an offer for something, or you just, it's very exciting, but there's that deep gut feeling that this is too good to be true. Please listen to your body and follow it, because there is a rise of scammers out there, and that's not nice. And maybe it has to be an experience for you in the moment, but really pay attention to how you feel with that. Amor. Follow your heart. Okay. Mother is reclaiming her space. I think I already talked about that. When she's doing the stuff, she's doing the purifications and stuff. That's basically her reclaiming her body. The earth is her body, Mother Gaia's body. It's been messed with too long, and she has the right to do what she does. All right. Again, listen to the body, follow what it's showing you. Let me see if there's anything else. Okay, while I'm actually recording this, I'm literally feeling in my solar plexus this squeezing, because I ask for what the collective needs to know. So the solar plexus is your divine will. It's your inner sun. So again, if you're trying to control the outcome of things, or if somebody has any kind of control over you, this is something to look at. Also, this goes back to, I'm going to say, the Virgo, Pisces, the north nodes, because something that you may be coming into, these nodes have shifted for 18 months. I think they're over in July of 26. I'm not sure if that's the right time period. But anyways, okay, deception, why are you giving me that? Be careful of deception. You may see a lot of this coming up on the internet. Really tune in and know your, and I'm going to say dive in deep into your own divine wisdom. Don't believe everything you hear and see. Okay, thank you. They're showing me the AI technologies, and with the AI technologies, there's a lot of people making fake videos right now. Some of them you can tell. So don't believe everything you hear or everything you see. Just, move on. Again, I'm gonna reiterate this. If you're in a situation within this month and next month, April too, and I talked about this on one of my posts where the cosmic self's coming online and the shifts and changes that are happening. Where things don't feel, if you're in some kind of confrontation, or if you're in an area where the energy just doesn't feel good, or you're with a group of people and something doesn't feel right, back away and leave. follow your gut instinct immediately. Go, because they're saying treacherous waters. So some people are going to be like stormy. Some people are going to be like, water is emotions. That's why they're saying that. Thank you. Water is emotions. So some people are really going through anger, and because they're not able to control things within their life or outside their life. They don't like changes that are happening on the planet. We're here to create the new earth. So we're here to focus on what we want, not what we don't want. And what do you want? What do you want for yourself? What do you want to see? You're the divine creator in this physical body, and you have the ability to create that new earth for yourself. Think. I mean, this is what everyone's doing. Everyone is creating their own individual new earth. So if a lot of people are wanting to create the same thing, that's at that mass consciousness level in collaboration. So what do you want? Create it. Marichiana. I'm sorry everyone, I had to stop the video because I was feeling this intense heart squeezing and I couldn't breathe. So that's a sign of grief when you can't breathe. So I was feeling somebody because it wasn't my own, and I got up and checked everybody that I feel the most, and I found 2 people going through heart stuff today. And so like I said in the beginning of this video where I was talking about Venus, she's going to like come in and show you something that's not right for you, and though you're going to have those feelings coming in, and it could be people separating, people leaving relationships, and please listen to your body. Our body is a tool for us so that we can move in the right direction. Okay? I honestly don't know what I was doing. I don't know. It's been like 30 minutes I've been helping people. Okay. Sorry. All right, let's do these activations. I'm sure that I missed something. I am so sorry. But when something's that intense, and because I'm a super sensitive, hypersensitive empath, I feel the people I am the most close with. When I'm not working with a client, I feel people that I have deep connections with. So here we go. Everybody just go ahead and put your hands, palms facing up in your lap. Be open and ready to receive. These are going to be activations for February to help you get through the month. There were already some in through the video. So if you skipped to this, you're missing some. Go back and listen. Marikit ushtu un yamara urna hanaki. All right, here we go. Everybody, I say out loud, I now align and drop into my divine sacred heart. Feel that heart expand. Pu mañana ana ochant kiki esta ora mahana eskir uf ut u aur. Oh, mia quanta mia camia de sandaru. Yaho, hana monanya. Fu amiana kara ant irish iki a. Sutur untka. Nananyoratam. Für mach Shem yaras und yaram and yara machai ku ses sherast uta ma for hands, oh, burning from that. Oosh, that was some healing. Karakata, upako, tikakata, antaro, nair. Okay, that's Syrian codes. Fuuma. Ikanta. Okay, those are some Syrian codes coming in. Some are to help you to release some things and align you. The rest of them are to help you. There's one that came in for abundance, so something's going on with that. Also, those little those hold so much information. There's like a packet of codes. I can't possibly like speak it all at once, so that's why it comes in that way. They are one of our helpers off planet for this ascension, for yourself, for the souls on this planet, and for Gaia. So it's galactic. It's just how they sound, so you don't have to be afraid of it for those that are new. And just allow it to come in. It comes in received in your sacred heart. Ko boka ana mana ana iara. Nach. Okay, that was a combination of the ancients. I speak all the languages, so that was the ancients, and then Syrian came in as well. And when you actually feel and know the information about Sirius did create and was some of the ancients on this planet, so it makes sense. Manur. Yes. Mahufat ma. I'm getting a download, so just give me a minute right in the middle of this. It is within the realms of consciousness and creation, all of the dimensions that each of you visit when you leave your physical presence, that you understand from different aerial perspectives your reason for being upon the earth. To feel as if you are flooded with emotion, with energies that you do not wish to align with, is a push in the sense to change your thoughts, your actions, and even all that you have perceived about yourself. There is a time that is coming outside of time, within the self, when one balances all that they are, that creates the harmony from which you came, that feels the divine love that is within all that you are. May you know your truth, and may you fully accept all that you have ever been, without judgment, And may you fully receive all that you are as you transition into the light of one. You are divine creators that are so held, that are so loved, yet so afraid to love yourself and to be who you are. We ask you to feel the truth within you throughout this year and what you are being aligned with, for, from, to help you to understand that flow is life. When there is no flow, you've stopped living. You've stopped being all that you are. For some of you, it is a time of rest in this space and place of creation. Resting your body, your mind, your soul. Resting what you've perceived in the reality that you have been living, to allow all that you are to step forward and integrate each part of you that you have been missing. It is time to know that the divine self within the human vehicle is the divine source of all that is. May we say that deep in your hearts, you know this. You know that you are this. You know that you have always been this. And when you fully understand the capability and probabilities through the utilization of alchemization and moving your false perception of self out of the way, that everything will change. That that which is for you never goes past you. That that which you're here to learn will be accomplished. That how you are here to serve will come into fruition. That when changes occur, you understand the goodness in all of it. And that when new doors open, As you live your life, you have the courage and the strength to walk through with no hesitation, in the knowing that all is divinely planned. We wish for you their alignment with all the selves that you are, angelic, cosmic, earthly, elemental. Life is a manifestation. You are the manifester. If you do not like what you have manifested in your creation, then change it. Your new earth is your creation, and you embody it. It is time to walk forward and do not look back. For all that has been let go is complete. Life is in the moment. Live it in love. Love every moment and everything that is being brought to you in the moment. Know that it is divine action. May you see yourself as we see you. Divinity, love, life, peace, brilliance, grace. And divine wisdom. We thank you for receiving our message. We are what you would refer to as aspects of Keleena in oneness, in which in oneness we call ourselves the perpetual heart. It is the never-ending heartbeat of evolution. May you step into your divinity, remembering who you are, how you serve, and why you're here. Live your life to the fullest. The only thing that stops you is that false sense of self. We thank you for listening. We are the collective consciousness of the perpetual heart, ever conduit, Keleena, that we are one with. Siatosh Kupuriana Mahame Karashta Marona Maki. Amor. did not expect that. Oh, I'm super, super hot. Ooh. Well, that normally just happens in my Patreon, but apparently it was needed. Oh, I feel like I'm on fire. There's a lot of healing coming through for all of you, so please receive that divine message. I am still spinning. My crown is just like, wow, it's rapid. We are here for love and to experience love in all forms, in everything that we do and everything we choose to do in our lives. You are love. We are love. Don't let it pass you by. However it presents itself, no matter how it looks, no matter where it is, no matter how it comes to you. Don't place up your walls through ego judgment. Allow yourself to receive what you are given. And don't run. Alright. It's going to be a month of heart stuff. I love you all. Oh, I'm so hot. I wish you a beautiful month of February. Really feeling that message. It's for me as much as it is for you. I love you. Many blessings. Bye, everyone. See you soon.